There is one thing that separates the person who achieves everything they set out to do from the one who keeps starting over every Monday. And it has nothing to do with talent, money, or luck. It has to do with that the most people believe that leadership is a position you earn when others finally recognize your value. But the leaders who truly transformed their world understood something long before anyone handed them a title. Identity comes before achievement. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the levels of your habits. And that is where everything begins, or where everything quietly dies. Think about the last time you told yourself you were going to change. You had the motivation, the plan, maybe even the discipline for a few days. Then life happened and you went back. Not because you were weak, but because your habits were still speaking the language of the old version of you. Here's what nobody tells you about building an unbreakable mindset. The habits that change your identity are not the dramatic ones. They are not the 5 a.m. cold showers or the 100-page journals. They are the invisible decisions you make when no one is watching. The moment you choose discomfort over convenience. The moment you keep your word to yourself even when the cost feels high. Those moments are votes, and every vote you cast shapes the person you are becoming. The leaders who endure, the ones who thrive under pressure, who inspire without demanding, who keep moving when the strategy collapses, share one defining trait. They have made peace with a particular kind of pain, not the pain of failure, but the pain of growth, and they have learned to seek it deliberately. But here's where most people quietly stop, because the next step requires something most are not ready to confront. Your environment is either building your leadership or quietly dismantling it. The people around you, the content you consume, the conversations you allow, all of it's programming you constantly, whether you are aware of it or not. The unbreakable leader doesn't leave the programming to change. They architect their environment the way an engineer designs a system, with intention, with redundancy, with a long-term outcome in mind. And yet, environment alone is not enough, because the deepest changes in a person do not come from what surrounds them. They come from what they believe they deserve. This is the part of the conversation that most leadership content skips entirely. You can have the perfect morning routine, the right mentors, the best tools, and still self-sabotage. Because somewhere beneath the surface, there is a story running that says you are not quite ready, not quite good enough, not quite the person who gets to have this. That story is not the truth. It is a habit of thought. And habits of thought can be broken and replaced just like any other habit, with repetition, with awareness, and with the willingness to sit it in the discomfort of becoming someone new. The question you need to ask yourself right now is not, what do I need to do? The question is, who do I need to become? Because actions follow identity. Discipline follows identity. Resilience follows identity. When you shift the way you see yourself, when you start making decisions from the perspective of the leader you are building, not the person you used to be, everything changes. The actions stop feeling like effort and start feeling like expression. This is a shift. This is what the unbreakable leader understands that others do not. So keep that in mind. You are not trying to fix yourself. You are constructing yourself deliberately, daily, one invisible decision at a time. Every habit you honor is a brick. Every commitment you keep is a wall. And slowly, without dramatic announcements or perfect conditions, you build something that pressure cannot collapse. The unbreakable leader is not born in the moment of triumph. They are built in the quiet moments when quitting would have been easy, and they choose to stay. That is your identity now. Go, build it.